All right, let's get started. I want to lay a quick primer, a quick foundation for you. So, you have 6 ways to monetize your content and expertise as a personal brand. Okay, these are the 6 ways. If you are an expert, you are a content creator, a podcaster, blogger, speaker, right? This is how to get paid, right? So the first thing you can do is freelance. Okay. The second way you can get paid is coaching or consulting. The third way is through speaking. The fourth way is through advertisers or brand sponsors. The next way is through affiliates. And the sixth way is through products. So these are all ways that you can get paid for your content and expertise as a personal brand. Now, all of those ways fit somewhere onto this get paid matrix. I created this get paid matrix because as personal brands, we have tough decisions to make. We have a lot of different ways to monetize ourselves and our time, right? But we don't have all the time in the world. So how do we decide where to focus? So when you are deciding where to focus your efforts, there are 2 things I want you to think about. The first is your pricing potential. So for whatever activity that's related to your personal brand that you're getting paid for, do you have the potential to charge a lot of money for it? Or does it have a low price potential? Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing I want you to think about is how much time do you need to invest, right? How time intensive is this thing? Is it pretty manual or is it automated, right? Do you need to put a lot of time into it or just a little bit? And you can leverage your time. You have high leverage for your time, okay? So you're thinking about pricing potential and time to invest, okay? So like I said, all of these 6 ways to monetize your brand are on this get paid matrix. Now, where do you think you want to be, right? You want to be in the top right. You want to be that star in the top right with the big red arrow on it, because that means you have the highest pricing potential and you have the most automation possible. Okay. So, what do you think that is? All right. If you're looking at this list, where do you think all this stuff fits? Well, let me show you. Of course, it's products, right? And I'm going to dig a little into products in a second because all products are not created equal. But let's take a look at the other things, right? So in the bottom left quadrant, you've got freelancing. So freelancing is very manual because freelancing is when you are doing a service and someone pays you for that service. So you are producing writing or a design or photo editing, right? Photos, videos. So you're actually doing a lot of work and investing a lot of time. And sometimes it doesn't work out to getting a lot of money for it, right? I was getting paid $250 a month to do a ton of social media management, a lot of hours for just $250 a month. Okay. Then you got speaking, right? So speaking on the top right, it looks pretty good. I've been paid anywhere from $200 to $2,000 to speak. Guess what? That's a high price point, right? $2,000. But guess what? That doesn't include the day or two of travel, right? That doesn't include the back and forth over email to send them my pitch deck and, set it all up and do the travel arrangements, right? So that's why it's a little more manual. Okay. So let's dig into products a little more. So here are a few different products that are commonly offered. If you are a blogger, podcaster, if you are a personal brand, you may be selling some of these. So the first is a book, right? So, but see how the book, it's automated. You can set up drop shipping for products. However, the most you can charge for a book is probably $20, okay? For merch, if you're selling a mug for $12, a t-shirt for $15, right? A monthly membership. You might have a monthly membership and that, maybe $10 a month to be a part of your monthly membership, right? But what's in the top right? A premium online course. Okay. So when I did my first solo launch of my online course, I made $20,000, almost $20,000 over 60 days, right? So talk about pretty leveraged time, right? Like that is a lot of money for a short period of time, right? And I was getting a ton of value out of it, just like my audience was. So that's really where you want to be in the get paid matrix. I mean, if you want to be investing your time wisely and get paid the most that you can for the personal brand you've built, what you deserve, then that's where you want to be. Okay. So you're like, all right, Danielle, this is all great in theory. I like your cute little graph, whatever, but this ain't real life. So what I want to do right now is show you a content creator's income statement. So this is a real income statement. This was someone I worked with when she was first starting her journey. And she, at this point, was a YouTuber. And not just any YouTuber, she had 30,000 YouTube subscribers. She was publishing a video a week on her YouTube channel, sometimes 2 a week. She had a published book because she had a very successful career as a performer. So let's look at her income statement. She was making $100 a month in royalties from her book. All right. She was making $300 a month from one-on-one coaching, She was making $1,000 a month from YouTube ad revenue. And remember, she had 30,000 subscribers. Now, something was making her $22,000 a month. Now, I'm sure you have guessed by now what that is. And yes, online courses. But here's the kicker. She wasn't teaching on business or how to make money online or tech, She was teaching about singing. She was helping people find their singing voice, right? So a big myth is that you have to create a course about making money to make money from your course. Not true. I've worked with her, who's a singer. I've worked with a kids yoga teacher. I've worked with someone who did DIY, arts and crafts. All of these people built multi-six-figure businesses from their courses that were on singing, kids yoga, et cetera, et cetera. So whatever you are an expert at, if you built an audience and you've got the content, then you can do the same thing, okay? So it gets better. She just launched her online course again and made $140,000 in 30 days. Now, I don't know about you, but I have never heard of anyone making this kind of money from speaking or from brands and advertisers, any individual blogger making this kind of money in 30 days. I haven't heard about affiliates, affiliate deals making this much money. So as far as I know, this is as good as it gets, okay? And this happens all the time. She's not special. This happens all the time. So now that you've heard about her, you've seen the Get Paid Matrix, what about you? This is about you. It's all about you. What does your Get Paid Matrix look like? All right. So I want you to write this down, grab a piece of paper, right? Grab your phone, whatever, take some notes, but write this down. I want you to tell me, what does your Get Paid Matrix look like today? Okay. So go down the list. Freelancing, how much are you making on average a month from freelancing? And then how much are you making per year from freelancing? And I want you to do the same for every category. Coaching or consulting, how much are you making? Speaking, advertisers, affiliates, products. Write that down right now, okay? This is the one thing I'm going to ask you to do in this video, all right? So here, now that you know where you are, now that you know where your money is coming from, here is some food for thought. Where on the Get Paid Matrix do you want to be 1 year from now? All right. If it is May, I'm not even going to say the date because I don't know when you're watching this, but if it is 1 year from now, where on the Get Paid Matrix do you want to be? And how about 90 days from now? Screw a year, 3 months, 12 weeks from today. Where do you want to be on the Get Paid Matrix? Think about it. 3 months from now, where do you want to be? All right, here are your options, okay? And by now you've written down how much you're making on average every month and every year from each of these. So you know where you are, okay? If you're doing a lot of speaking, then you're in the upper right hand or upper left-hand quadrant where the speaking is. If you're doing mostly freelancing, you're in the bottom left. Where do you want to be 90 days from now? I don't know about you, but that's where I want you to be. That's where I want you to be, in the upper right. I want you to be on your online course game. I want you to be high leveraged time, high price potential, high potential for automation. That's where I want you to be. Okay. So if you are a podcaster, a blogger, an author, an influencer, a speaker, and you are wondering, how do I scale? How do I stop running around with like a chicken with my head cut off, feeling drained, right? Emotionally tired? How do I stop doing that? And how do I, build my business and take it to the next level? Well, I'm here to tell you, creating an online course is the best way to build a scalable business around your personal brand. But you already knew that, didn't you? You already knew that. And you know this too, that an online course is the way to get paid from day one. All right. If you have a podcast and you have 100 listeners on that podcast, guess what? If you have a course to sell, if one of them buy your course, you got money from day one in your pocket. If you have a blog and you only have 100 readers on that blog and you get a 2% conversion rate on your course, which let me tell you, that's the industry standard. You get 2 people to buy your course, boom, you got money in your pocket. But guess what? If you're a podcaster or a blogger and you've only got 100 folks tuning in, there's no brand or sponsor out there that's going to touch you. It's going to give you any money. All right. Yet I see so many bloggers and podcasters running after brands and sponsors, right? When little do they know, but you know this now. You can create your online course. You can create your premium offering and you can send it out to the world, to your audience today and start making money. Okay. So that's it for today. I hope that was helpful for you. And I look forward to helping you move into that quadrant on the Get Paid Matrix. All right. I'll talk to you again soon.